speaking about this, and just like I told y'all, man, these women and like their obsession with hating on Caitlyn Clark and wanting to one-up her is crazy, dog.
A'ja Wilson just did something crazy shocking Caitlyn Clark fans. She really increased her speaking event price to make it higher than Caitlyn Clark's. A'ja Wilson knowingly was the MVP last season, but somehow still believes she can compete with Caitlyn Clark in terms of fans and marketability.
Skyrocket, revenue skyrocket, and attendance skyrockets. And it led a bunch of these players to get very jealous and petty very quickly.
A'ja Wilson's decision to set her speaking event fees $10,000 higher than Caitlyn Clark's has stirred debates across the basketball community. As the reigning WNBA's MVP and one of the league's most influential figures, A'ja sees herself as the benchmark for excellence. But Caitlyn Clark is surely the most marketable, so how is A'ja's speaking event fees higher than Caitlyn's?
A'ja Wilson, close associate, reveals the WNBA star virtual speaking fees starts at $110,000 for half an hour. You want to know why? Now, Caitlyn's, this is so like just beyond me. You want to know why? Because Caitlyn's 30-minute speaking events is $100,000. She want to put an extra $10K on there to one up Caitlyn. This is crazy, dog. While other players can make good money being the two-time champion, three-time MVP, and WNBA most famous player, it's only fair Wilson's fees will be highest paid among all the league players.
Her fee increase not only appears to be a declaration of her standing, but it also emphasizes her belief that her accomplishments, both on and off the court, justify her position as the league's top earner. But fans don't agree. Before Caitlyn, the league wasn't moving, and whilst A'ja was playing out of her mind, people wasn't watching. As soon as Caitlyn joins, everything changes. That's the Caitlyn Clark effect for you.
So the A'ja Wilson PR team, man, they just don't stop. They just don't stop. Like, they have to make sure that A'ja Wilson's name is in every single conversation, no matter what. Like, that seems to be the goal, is that no matter what, A'ja Wilson's name has to be in every conversation.
Last season, however, A'ja dominated in nearly every statistical category, leading her team to pivotal victories and cementing her reputation as the WNBA's star player. Thus, by setting her fee above Caitlyn Clark's, A'ja signals her belief that her influence and success eclipse even the buzz surrounding the younger star.
So, A'ja Wilson is completely delusional. And I'm not joking when I say that, like, completely delusional. Like, a level of delusion I'm not sure I've seen in a sports person.
In any case, Caitlyn, a rookie sensation, took the basketball world by storm with her record-breaking performances and ability to draw massive crowds. Her impact on viewership and ticket sales has been undeniable, creating a surge of new interest in the WNBA. For many fans, this makes Caitlyn's achievements just as significant as A'ja's, if not more. Critics argue that A'ja's pricing strategy reflects insecurity rather than confidence, seeing it as an attempt to overshadow Caitlyn's rising star.
And just clapping. Like, it was literally just clapping, and then just a picture of her below. And I'm not joking when I say this. It's one of their most viewed TikToks and has 2 million views and 100K likes in one day.
Fans have taken to social media to express their opinions, with many divided. On one hand, supporters of A'ja claim her MVP status and years of dedication to the league warrant the premium fee. They view her as a pioneer who has earned the right to value her time and contributions highly. On the other hand, Caitlyn's fans argue that her record-breaking rookie year and unprecedented ability to pack arenas nationwide have revolutionized the league, deserving equal, if not greater, recognition.
Sold-out crowd in Evanston tonight for the Northwestern women's basketball game against the Iowa Hawkeyes. All the buzz surrounding a player on that visiting team. Iowa's Caitlyn Clark has become a national phenom, and some fans say they went the extra mile just to watch her play here.
Asia's move also sparks a broader conversation about player branding and rivalry. As the WNBA grows, players are increasingly building personal brands beyond the court. By commanding higher fees, Asia positions herself as not just an athlete, but a powerhouse in marketing and public influence. But is this who she really is?
This is somebody who apparently, again, I don't know anything about women's basketball, but they said that she broke all the records in college.
In college, yeah.
Okay. I mean, when people come into the league and they're like the biggest thing in college, isn't that a big deal?
No, because Asia Wilson was the biggest thing when she came out of South Carolina. That's where I'm from. So she was one of the biggest things when she came out of South Carolina, #1 draft pick. And she didn't get all of that. So what do you attribute that to?
However, Caitlyn, on her part, has remained focused on her game and growing her own legacy. She hasn't publicly commented on the fee disparity, letting her performances speak for themselves. Fans speculate that her silence is intentional, a way to maintain humility while allowing her growing popularity to speak volumes about her worth. The controversy has also drawn comparisons to similar dynamics in men's basketball, where high-profile players often jockey for higher speaking fees and endorsement deals. In the WNBA, however, the stakes feel more personal, as each player's visibility directly contributes to the league's growth and future. Asia's decision raises an important question. Is this move a strategic power play to assert her dominance? Or does it risk alienating fans and undermining the camaraderie the league has worked to build?
It's noise that I don't really listen to, honestly, because I'm in season. I have other things that we need to worry about than what other people have to say. I have a scout. I have 11 other minds on my team and in my locker room that we got to make sure that we're on the same mindset. So I really can't give you the best answer on that because I really don't pay any attention to it. My goal is just to go out there and be the best that I can be for my teammates, both on and off the court, and we're going to go out there and be us.
Both Asia and Caitlyn are poised for pivotal roles, with fans eagerly watching how their on-court performances align with their off-court personas. Will Asia's dominance continue to justify her elevated fees? Or will Caitlyn's rising influence challenge the status quo and force the league to reconsider who holds the mantle of its star? One thing is certain, the rivalry, whether perceived or real, between Asia Wilson and Caitlyn Clark adds an electrifying layer to the WNBA's evolving story. Their competitive drive, combined with their unmatched talent, is setting the stage for one of the most exciting chapters in the league's history.
Caitlyn Clark, I'm sure you saw, just became the all-time scoring leader in women's college basketball. I'm curious, where would you rank her amongst all-time college players, in your opinion?
Ooh, that's tough because you got to win one. I feel like that college is one of those spaces where you got to win one for them to even have your name in the conversation. And it took me 3 years to win mine, so it's hard. But congratulations to her. I know.
But you can agree with me that Caitlyn Clark's impact on the WNBA this season has been undeniable, marking a transformative era for the league. For years, players like Asia Wilson have dominated on the court, showcasing elite skills and athleticism, yet struggling to draw widespread attention. Despite Wilson's MVP accolades and team success, the league often operated in relative obscurity, unable to break through to mainstream sports fans. This season, however, Clark changed the narrative entirely. See, the rookie sensation didn't just bring her skill set to the league, she brought an entirely new level of excitement and engagement. With her record-breaking performances and magnetic presence, Clark managed to capture the attention of basketball enthusiasts and casual sports fans alike. Her ability to pack arenas home and away showcased her unique draw. WNBA games featuring Clark became must-watch events, sparking conversations far beyond the typical audience for women's basketball.
Meanwhile, Asia Wilson has a laundry list of accomplishments that includes 2 MVP awards, and 2 national championships for the Aces. Or I should say world championships. They call it world championships in the pros. So I'm a little bit confused as to how she's not marketable now.
Even Asia Wilson has acknowledged this shift, candidly admitting the challenges of the pre-Clark years. Speaking about the league's past struggles to attract consistent viewership, Wilson noted that it often felt like her efforts weren't resonating on a broader scale. "We were playing incredible basketball, but no one seemed to care," she admitted in a recent interview. However, this season was different. Clark's arrival brought an influx of new fans, boosting television ratings, ticket sales, and social media engagement. The league's rise in popularity has been remarkable, and even Wilson can't ignore the impact Clark has had. Interestingly, Clark's influence is not just about the numbers, it's about the culture shift she's instigated. Her dynamic style of play and fearless approach resonate with fans in ways few players have managed. From her jaw-dropping three-pointers to her fiery competitive spirit, Clark has redefined what it means to be a WNBA star. She's not just playing basketball, she's creating a spectacle. Fans don't just watch her games, they experience them, becoming invested in her journey and the WNBA as a whole. This cultural shift has also changed how players like Wilson approach their roles in the league. While Wilson remains one of the WNBA's premier talents, she has embraced the influx of attention Clark has brought. Recognizing the importance of unity in growing the league, Wilson has shown grace in the face of this changing dynamic. Instead of resisting Clark's rise, Wilson has leaned into the opportunity to share the spotlight, understanding that the league's success benefits everyone.
Don't take that for granted. They were getting them up 100%. So congratulations to her. But I think she got a winner one to really kind of have her name in that. But I mean, she's always going to be a great player for Iowa and for the game as a whole. But yeah, winning one is pretty huge in college. So when she gets her one, if she gets her one, then y'all can have the conversation.
The camaraderie between Clark and Wilson, as well as the broader league community, speaks volumes about the direction of the WNBA. For years, the league has struggled with underfunding, limited media coverage, and the challenge of competing with the NBA and other sports for attention. Clark's emergence as a breakout star couldn't have come at a better time. Her ability to draw crowds and spark interest has created a ripple effect, benefiting not just her team, but the entire league. Hence, fans have quickly connected the dots, recognizing Caitlyn Clark as the driving force behind the WNBA's recent surge in popularity and excitement. However, the season's narrative is not just about one player. It's about a league finally stepping into the limelight. Clark may have been the spark, but players like A'ja Wilson, Angel Reese, and others are ensuring the fire keeps burning. Looking ahead, the real question is how the WNBA will capitalize on this momentum. With Clark's star power, Wilson's consistent excellence, and the emergence of other young talents, the league is poised for continued growth. This season has proven that women's basketball has the potential to captivate audiences on a grand scale. The challenge now lies in sustaining this interest and ensuring that the spotlight doesn't fade.
Caitlyn Clark, Leah Boston there. There's been so much talk this season about the young talent coming in this year. From your standpoint, A'ja, what do you think's been the best part of this particular WNBA season thus far?
The energy. I feel like the energy is good. It's a good vibe. It's a good feel. People are really just coming to see the product on the floor. I think it kind of a little too gossipy in the beginning, but then it started to fizzle out because people started to realize we're really good at what we do. We're elite at what we do.
Ultimately, this season has shown that the WNBA is more than ready for its moment in the sun. Caitlyn Clark may have led the charge, but the league's success is a collective achievement, built on the talent, dedication, and passion of its players. As Wilson aptly put it, "This season feels different, and I'm here for it." Indeed, the WNBA has entered a new era, one where its stars shine brighter than ever. As the WNBA grows, the conversation around players' value, influence, and legacy will only intensify. For now, though, one thing is certain: Caitlyn Clark's effect on the league is unparalleled. Whether or not her speaking rates surpass those of her peers, her impact on the WNBA is undeniable. The question isn't whether she's the biggest star, it's how the league will harness her influence to ensure long-term growth and success. Caitlyn Clark, a trailblazer for the WNBA, is taking a much-needed break this January, opting out of the Unrivaled league due to her intensive playing schedule this past season. Having dazzled fans with her record-breaking rookie year, her decision to rest comes as no surprise to those aware of the physical and mental demands she has faced. Clark's impact on the court has been nothing short of transformative, drawing massive crowds and elevating the league's popularity to unprecedented heights.
But now you ain't saying, she's playing really well. That ain't what you were saying then. Y'all know who I'm talking to. I ain't gonna call your name, but you know who you were. Caitlyn Clark is the real deal. She can actually play at an elite level. Unanimous Rookie of the Year.
The comparisons between the two players have been a constant narrative throughout the season. Wilson, a two-time MVP and one of the most decorated players in the league, has long been a dominant force. However, the arrival of Clark has shifted the dynamics, with the rookie capturing headlines and the hearts of fans like no other player in recent WNBA history. Her ability to sell out arenas and attract new audiences has made her the face of the league, a role some believe Wilson isn't entirely comfortable relinquishing. The decision to skip the Unrivaled League has also sparked discussions about the pressures of being a high-profile athlete in the WNBA. For Clark, the break is a well-deserved opportunity to recharge after carrying a heavy workload. Her non-stop performances and ability to consistently deliver under pressure have set a high bar for the league. However, it's also a reminder of the intense scrutiny and expectations placed on star players, especially those like Clark, who are seen as the driving force behind the league's growth.
They will be given the chance to test their star power because the Great White Hope, the only chance that Unrivaled had to succeed, the only way that people would actually watch this new league, yesterday afternoon, Caitlyn Clark, she officially rejected their offer. Caitlyn Clark essentially told Unrivaled, "You're on your own. Good luck making it without me."
Wilson's absence, on the other hand, remains a mystery, and the lack of transparency has fueled speculation. While some fans argue that she deserves the freedom to make personal choices without explanation, others see it as a missed opportunity for clarity, particularly given the narrative surrounding her relationship with Clark. The rivalry between the two, whether real or perceived, has added layers of drama to an already exciting league season. What's undeniable is that both players bring unique qualities to the game. Clark's ability to galvanize audiences and breathe new life into women's basketball is a phenomenon the league hasn't seen in years. Meanwhile, Wilson's consistency and dominance on the court continue to set her apart as one of the best players in the game. Fans will undoubtedly feel the absence of Clark and Wilson in the Unrivaled League, but their decisions highlight a larger narrative about the evolving dynamics of the WNBA. While Clark's supporters are quick to defend her need for rest, Wilson's choice has reignited debates about her motivations and her place in the league's hierarchy. The drama surrounding these two players only adds to the intrigue of the upcoming season, as fans eagerly anticipate their return to action.
Posted it on my Instagram saying I think this is it. I think this is the moment they're going to announce Caitlyn. I have been so wrong, but I'm really starting to think that it's not happening. If they knew that they weren't going to announce Caitlyn, they know that a lot of fans are rabid about her and waiting to see if she's going to play. The fact that they made the video 22 minutes, that was a choice.
As the WNBA continues to grow, so too will the conversations surrounding its stars. Clark and Wilson are at the center of this evolution, their rivalry serving as both a source of tension and a driver of excitement. Whether on the court or off it, their decisions will continue to shape the narrative of the league, keeping fans engaged and invested in what's next. One thing is clear: the WNBA is on the rise, and players like Caitlyn Clark and A'ja Wilson are leading the way. The tension between A'ja Wilson and Caitlyn Clark deepens with this bold move. Fans know how good A'ja Wilson is, but don't believe she's as marketable as Caitlyn Clark. Let us know what you think about this in the comment section below. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. More videos are on screen now.